Hey there, what's going on, everybody? My name is Rabbit. He truly drives me insane. And welcome to episode 93 of our 100% item guide and walkthrough for Legend of Legaia. Obviously, as you guys are coming back, I'm sure you're realizing that I did lie to you in that I said I would bring you back here in episode 93 with us being in the Queen's quarters, but I decided because I tend to be somewhat forgetful and it just occurred to me that I want to make sure I show you the Saru Flame, that I might as well bring you back and show you that, and then we can pause the camera and I can run back on my own. So technically, I'm still honoring it, right? I'm not gonna make you see the couple of fights we'd get into between this room and the next one. So, to go ahead and show this to you, there it is. I was about to say, I know we just got this from our father, so where the heck is it? I guess as a recap, before we even talk about the description itself, we took the Queen's advice, who was in a very poor state. I mean, it was what we kind of imagined it was going to be since we first arrived here at Conquerum and saw what the Simsaru was doing to everyone else. I mean, there was no reason to think that the Queen and King had a different and more pleasant fate than everyone else. So the Queen was in rough shape, but she did communicate to us that one way we can potentially save not only this region, but the world, is to take out the last misgenerator by going to the past and getting an item called a Nemesis Gem, which will grant us access to the entrance of this final misgenerator. For whatever reason, there are no more Nemesis Gems here in this world. I can't recall if it's ever addressed what happened to them, but she thinks that it's not going to have any negative implications for the present if we go to the past and take one. So I don't know whose Nemesis Gem we're gonna steal, but that's what we're tasked with doing. So following our conversation with her, we met up with our father, who didn't seem quite as excited about seeing us as our mom, but he sort of revealed at the end that he was just experiencing a lot of bittersweet emotions because shame was something that was sort of overtaking him. He didn't want his daughter to see him like this, blind, sickly, attached to a Simsaru. I hardly think that's how anyone wants to reunite with a long-lost child that they love very much. So the king was in pretty rough shape, but he knew what we had come here for because he had received the Queen's thoughts, and that brings me to what I was starting to share with you and show you, the Saru Flame. So we will need this to go through a mirror to the past, and what the Saru Flame does, if you decide to equip it, is it grants you AP Boost 2, which increases AP accrual by 25%. The actual description for the item says that it is a strange lamp that houses the Saru Flame. So all of that being said, to transition us into our next main objective. But before we do that, let's speak with the king once more, with him saying, must use the Saru Flame in the room of mirrors. It's nothing really too new from what he had said previously. If we come over here and speak to this guy stuck in the wall, he says, ha ha ha, Dr. Jet. Dr. Jet. Jet's absolute fortress is the final misgenerator. Very interesting. Would the doctor himself, is it the same person? It couldn't be. The gate of hell is made of the same ancient material from which the strongest Saru are made. This is a byproduct. It's antimatter, the Nemesis Gem. Yeah, I think everyone is slowly losing their sanity. But as I promised number 2, I will now part ways with you and I'll meet you back in the Queen's quarters. So see you in a sec. Okay, we finally made it, and I did manage to get a drop when fighting some slipperies, but it wasn't outstanding at all. It was a fucking door of wind, so that is all that happened without you guys in like the 3 or 4 fights I got into. But in the Queen's quarters, we want to head into that upper right door that you just saw me take, and a little scene is prompted with Noah saying, "Fun, over here, put the Saru Flame here." So we're gonna light some candles, biatches. Vaughn, look. That mirror is the door to the past. So that's it. It's time to go to the past. Indeed it is. This is what we've been waiting for. Ooh, so Terra is the one who breaks the silence here as we're floating through nothingness, it almost feels like. Noah, listen. In the world of the past, you will meet your parents when they were young. But no matter what happens, you must never tell them who you are or what will happen in the future. Do you understand? This is very important. If you do, you will only create chaos that will benefit the mist and its allies. So this sort of comes back full circle to what I was saying in our previous episode, that for me, that would be such a hard order to consent to, especially because we're coming to the past and changing things anyway by taking this Nemesis gem. I would almost feel like, but I would want to warn everybody or figure out who's responsible for at least what happened at Concrum. And yes, of course, Tara's words are wise and ultimately what we should honor, but I don't know, you guys, that'd be tough for me to do. It'd be really, really hard. But anyway, Gala says, that was easier than I thought. So this is the Concrum of the past. Quick, let's find the Nemesis gem. Okay, Noah, let's do it. But as you can see, this room of mirrors doesn't look quite like the one we just were in. Maida, I wasn't trying to go back in it. Why are you interrupting me by saying, wait, Vaughn? Do you want to return to the future without the Nemesis gem? No, I was just looking at the mirror. Chill. But look at this. This is the throne room. Oh, where the queen was trapped. This is the palace of King Nebula. Stop loitering about and go back to town. Why don't you suck a fat one, buddy? Really? I don't even know what to say. What do you have to tell me? The king and queen have retired to their chambers. If you wish to see them, wait till morning. All right, well, these guards are not going to offer anything of value to us. So, wow, look at all of this. There were even doors. My goodness, you guys. Isn't this insane? The castle looks nothing like this. Who are you? Zito? Dun dun dun! Guys, do you remember who Zito is? Way back, throwback. I will hold off, but holy shit, Zito, this is unexpected. The new weapon is indeed good news, he says. It's a blessing. With this new weapon, we can magnify the power of our Seru and destroy Sol. But King Nebula is too cautious. He says he won't permit its use unless the demonstration tomorrow is a success. This foot dragging will only make things worse for us in the war. Yes, if you guys do recall, we even had someone when we first entered the present Concrum who was saying, oh gosh, what happened? Did we win against Sol? Which is kind of nuts, you know, considering the state. What? Dahadi? I don't know. What? You are strangers here. You must be travelers. If you are travelers, then you must know Ratayu, correct? Yes. Ratayu possesses the technology to raise gigantic Seru. If you guys recall, at least in present Ratayu, we dealt with all of that shit with Juggernaut and the brides that were being sacrificed, just to jog your memory a little bit. Anyway, Dahadi continues, I want that technology for Concrum. My mind is blown. You guys, this also kind of comes back to when we were talking to that guy in King Nebula's room in present Concrum. He was talking about a Dr. Jet, and we know one of the mist generators is called Jet's Absolute Fortress. And we fought a Dahadi. We fought a Zito, but they're all here as well with this Dr. Jet. Were they all previously scientists, researchers, contributors of society here in Concrum turned evil? What is this? I don't even know. What is this? Che, this is the room of the High Priestess Zora. Guys, what even? Commoners like you are not allowed. My goodness. The Delilah's family are the king's bodyguards. Oh my goodness. Every day we train hard to protect the royal family, says Lou. You may fight fairly well, but you're no match for us. Oh my goodness, how the mighty have fallen. So not only researchers, scientists, doctors, but even bodyguards of the royal family, a priestess from the kingdom of Concrum, all turned evil by the mist. What happened here? So Zora says, the Nemesis gem, that substance is a state secret. When refining the ancient materials needed to build the fortress's Gate of Hell, the Nemesis gems were generated as a byproduct. With them, the Gate of Hell will... Oh, I've told you too much. Now, go home, children. Oh, my goodness. Guys, it just makes me so sad. Look at what this kingdom was. What it could have remained. But it wasn't allowed to be. For reasons we're still not sure about, but I guess we'll eventually find all of that out when the time comes. But first thing we need to do is find some freaking Nemesis gem. Wow. Just absolutely insane. Anyway, let's run over this way. They say the soul warrior Gaza is incredibly strong. If he comes, the only thing to do is run away. You guys do remember, we fought a Gaza as well. Oh my goodness. Alright, I need all you fools to get the fuck out of my way. I'm so busy. I wish Prince Court would make a Seru that could help me with the cooking. Bitch, are you serious? The new weapon. We should use the new weapon to end the war. Well, I want to start by you getting out of my way so I can access this chest right here. Yes, we have. If you come over here into the kitchen, or I guess the dining hall, whatever you want to call it, of Concrum, we can pick up a handy dandy power water. Always love finding waters. So let us quickly cast some lots for this +4 to attack. And the recipient of this stat boost will be... Gala, woohoo! Perfect. I am very pleased with that. Well, all right, guys, that's pretty much it for what we want to do inside the castle. I mean, obviously, you are welcome to talk to more people or just kind of poke about areas that weren't worth checking out in present Concrum, but there's nothing too worthwhile here. But just to show you what's over in this side, we can talk to... Hang on, I'm trying to fucking talk to you. Stop all that noise, please. Be quiet. So I guess this is just where some of the people that work here in the castle kind of sleep and chill, and then there are guards doing their job, guarding shit. But we are done inside, so let us head out and do a little bit of exploring. And if we first make a sharp left upon exiting the castle, we will find a chest over here in the corner, which contains another water, this time being a guardian water. So again, a really nice find. Make sure that you don't miss any of these. I wouldn't say that they're hidden, but they're not necessarily out in the open. So just follow along with me and I will make sure you pick up everything available. I'm sure, as you can imagine, it's kind of a one-time only sort of opportunity to explore here because we won't be able to come back to past Concrum. So take advantage of the opportunity that you have right now and do as much digging, as much exploring as possible. But without further ado, let me cast my lots for the +4 to defense. And the winner of the Guardian Water is Vaughn. Wonderful. Poor Noah's probably feeling like, wait a minute. I'm ready to start winning some shit myself, and that may be the case, Noah, but it is not your time to shine. So if we run over this way and check out this chest, it doesn't contain a water, which blows a little bit, but that is okay. We've been getting a lot of water. So we will take the magic fruit and keep on going. So as you can see, even the town looks quite a bit different from what we saw when we first arrived. So if we talk to this guy, those Solians have some new Seru weapon from Urume. They're a tough enemy to beat. Like, my god, everyone is just so fucking focused on this fucking war with Sol. Never met so many war-hungry people. But anyway, if we enter this very first building on the right, you already know what this is just from the sound. But first thing we want to do here is check out the chest and pick up a swift water. Before we explore and talk to any of the monks, you guys already know the drill. Let's cast these lots. And who will acquire the +4 to speed? Well, my friends, the result shows that the winner of the swift water is none other than Vaughn again. Vaughn, what is this? You are hogging all the waters. And oh, look at them. They're just working hard. Sir. Is that all you have to say? Sir. This is the Concrum Dojo of the Byron Warrior Monks. Sir, the teachings of Byron prohibit Seru, but they do not turn away those who come seeking the teachings. All right, good to know. Sir. Sir. Okay, you guys, you can say more to me than sir. There's something nostalgic about that large gentleman over there. Are you talking about Gala? Sir. Byron's rule is neutrality at all times, even in war. That's why we also have a dojo in Seoul. Ah, yes, we're well aware of that. Sir. Okay, well, they're not going to say anything else to us. So I suppose we can call the monastery itself, or the dojo, I guess, is a better way to describe it. We can call that exploration done. If we talk to this old man, he says, I hear they're going to demonstrate that weird-looking machine over there tomorrow. Weird-looking machine? What could you be referring to? I see no weird-looking machine. Oh, and I guess for those of you who would want to be mischievous and try to leave and see what the past world of Legaia was like, you are not allowed to leave. The guard will stop you and say, it is forbidden to go out late at night. Brah, we're travelers. If we want to leave, we're going to fucking leave. Well, actually, we're not. We don't have that much control. But before we go ahead and end this episode, make sure you stop here at the weapons shop and talk to this I guess Mario knockoff. Looks like a bootleg plumber to me. Welcome. We have many different weapons and armor, he says. What can I get for you today? Let's check it out and see. So Chaos Breaker, Vaughn already has it equipped. Heavy Strike, Noah's got it. Power Club, Gala's got it. Hero Armor, Battle Robe, and War God Plate. We're actually good to go. So you've got nothing that we don't already own. But if you were short on cash back at the Soren camp, now's the chance to pick up a couple of things that you might have missed out on. So with all of that being said and done, thank you, come again, he says, we will go ahead and call this an episode. So when we resume in the upcoming video, we will continue exploring Conkrum's past, picking up any items that we find along the way, and maybe just learning more about what exactly happened that not only ruined the fate of Concrum, but it seems like the world as a result of something that happened here. So I'm looking forward to finding out just exactly what that something was, and I hope you are too. So I'll see you shortly, my friends.